Hello friends, welcome to stream today. Okay, so I wanted to apologize, right? Because I was supposed to start stream forever ago. Okay. There's a part of me that understands, right? Essentially, I passed out, and it was only like 2-ish hours. It wasn't that bad, but I had planned for like one, and now it's like almost four. So you know what? I don't even have a plan for a stream today. I was just like, I'm just gonna talk. And if y'all want to see me play a specific game, you guys know what I have. I can play a specific game, obviously. I am still doing the Hua like celebration stuff, right? I haven't finished that. Obviously, if there's a party game y'all want to play, we can do that. I honestly almost hated my life enough today to play Prey. So if you want to watch me play that bad game, that yeah, I'll do that too. I was gonna do VR, but I spent a lot of time in VR yesterday. So if I do VR today, it's not gonna be for content. It's gonna be to like hang out with a person or two in a world for like an hour. And yeah, that's well, maybe not just an hour, like maybe 2 hours, right? But yeah, no. I'm probably not gonna do a second stream today either. So there's that. There's that. But yeah, so much like our title, right? We're very close to having 100 followers on Twitch. Very cool. Never thought we'd be here. But if there's any like insight or advice or anything that you guys know that other streamers do to celebrate like almost to 100 followers or having 100 followers, like let me know. What I did for the Kick one before, back when Kick was popping, right? I went ahead and did like an art piece, so I drew something. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know if Twitch wants that. I feel like you guys might want something a little more. No, no, high spot. It's not the apology. It's not the apology stream. Wait, why do I... Okay, I guess it did kind of start like... Alright. It might have started that way, but it's not supposed to be that way. Ukulele, okay, don't... I could do better than that. I'd have an ocarina. I don't even know how to play an instrument. But if I was gonna do it, it'd be an ocarina. It's been so long. Well, okay. Here's the question. It's been long for me. I haven't seen you in chat forever, but you might have been here the whole time. Have you been lurking this whole time? Is that what's going on? Which is fine. I mean, you're allowed to lurk. There's nothing wrong with lurking. Mo? No. Okay. You just been busy, life's been doing the thing, that's good, that's fine. That means you're out there grinding, you're getting monies, is that it? You like monies. It's good for your health and all sorts of stuff. You're a social man, I see. A man of class, a man of socialing. There's gotta be a better word for that. That word sounds odd. It's probably not a word, actually. You've been doing things and trying to stay alive. I feel that. I've been doing stuff too. Well, I haven't told you guys, but like, I've been doing a bunch of job interviews recently. You've experienced many things and many bad things. If you've experienced bad things, that means like you're about to get a power boost, you know? Like all the main characters in Shonen, they get stronger. They get stronger every time bad things happen. You're not gonna go leveling up on me, are you? Like, how many tiers? How many super moves do you have? Do things go burr when you ult now? Is that it? What's your new ult like? I'm trying to think. If I had a super move, what would mine be? This is like your 2000th power up? So are you strong enough to destroy the world now? Can you fight One Punch Man and win? Is that where you are? It's okay. I'm not even going to put the other guy in this. My Sith Lord side is becoming more powerful. Don't tell me you're starting your villain arc. This isn't good. You got too much power at one time. That's what it always means for the villain arc. It means your power boost came too strong. Like, it's not a great look. It's not a great look. I can dunk on One Punch Man and still his Timberlands. Not the Timberlands. Not the Timberlands. That's crazy. I mean, I just imagine the Timberlands now. I can't. I cannot. Oh my gosh. It feels good to be back. That's fine. I always appreciate you guys when you come back. I will say, for our small community, you guys are mad dedicated. Like, y'all will disappear, and I'm like, yeah, your average fans, I feel like, on like normal streams and stuff, like they're gone, you know? Like, life's going and they're gone. But y'all always come back. I don't know what it is. Is it the hiatuses, or y'all used to me like having to go life for a while and then y'all return? Is this like a skill we share together? That's great. That's honestly great. I appreciate it. I do. You'd be sad though. You'd have to watch the VOD, but you missed the last Fensley stream. You also missed the last, oh god, Our Father We Use in Returns with the Book. You know what? Respectable. Respectable. If only my real dad. Look, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. You know, the other streams that you like. Oh, but also, no, you missed the VR chat stream. I'll give you a rundown of that, though. So, like, I was testing, like, smoothing settings and stuff, right? And the reason I was doing that was because I decided that what I would do with my streaming career, because y'all know I do the variety stream now, which is honestly, like, I love variety streaming, I do. It is probably the worst thing to do for the algorithm, however. But I can't help it. Ever since I made the change of, like, I'm not going to stream the same game for the rest of my life, and I'm going to variety stream, I have fallen in love with streaming after that. But, you know, algorithms are algorithms. They don't like that. So what I plan to do now is 50% of the content I will pivot into being, like, VR chat stuff. And the other 50% will just be whatever the heck I want to do and whatever the heck you guys want to see me do. That's the plan. That's the plan. That way there will be, like, some sense of normalcy, but also I get to, like, do whatever I want still. And VR chat's fun enough that I don't feel, like, drained trying to do it a lot, you know? At worst, I'll get a little tired of wearing the headset. But that's because I spend hours in there now, so sometimes it does get to you and you're like, okay, my eyes are happy. I have happy eyes, but they're also, like, drained. They're a little drained. So once I do that, and you guys will know when I'm, like, fully done that plan, because I'll have redeems, and I'll have redeems set up for VR stuff instead of just the redeems that you see now. Like, the redeems you see now for Twitch are, like, you know, if you want to change my hairstyle and stuff like that, right? Makes sense. But, you know, other than that, I feel like, yeah, it'd be nice to have some fun VR chat redeems. And then I can make them a little more goofy, like, I can kick the camera around. It's okay, it wouldn't be me stepping on you, it's like analogies almost, you know? He'll download my channel link onto thousands of USB. What? No. Trust me. We don't need exposure until I'm actually good at doing this. Right? Right now, we're in our perfect little niche bubble under the ocean. Looking ridiculous. But you know what? We're not just looking ridiculous. An exposure terrorist. What? No! Save the people. Let them live their lives, and when they encounter me, it'll be good. It'll be good. I always know. I'll either blow up one day from consistency, or it'll be from some random comment that I made on like a video from 2 years ago, which you know, my villain arc is peeking through. Yeah, you did say you're on your villain arc. I guess I can't stop you. I mean, what kind of villain are you gonna be? Are you gonna be Thanos, or are you gonna be like Doofenshmirtz? Which one are you gonna pick? That's the thing. That's good. That's gonna be what makes the difference. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh man, that's great. That's honestly great. Just gonna peek through. Oh man, I was just like, I cannot believe I passed out as hard as I did. What? Dutch Van der? You need money? Don't we all? Don't we all? Arthur. Okay, check this out, So, I'm gonna assume that you've been away on your money grind, so I'm gonna give you money grind advice, okay? This is gonna be great advice. Keep it to yourself, gatekeep it, but also, like, tell people that you care about. You know, don't gatekeep it, actually. Don't do that. So, check this out. I have basically perfected my interview skills, right? I have done, like, the perfect resume optimization. Like, at this point, like, people who use ChatGPT for their, like, cover letters and stuff, right? They look at me, and they look at ChatGPT, and they're like, wow, ChatGPT can't do it this good, you know? Like, it's that energy. I 99% it all of the time. I've been struggling with mental health and physical health. I see. Just like that. Yeah. I get it. I'm happy you've been working on those things, though. But yeah, so that's what happens. Because I've perfected and optimized both of these things, it feels especially worse when I don't get a job. Because I'm like, okay, I have perfected these. I'm like, I've heard things that I can't unhear. You know what I mean? Like, the last interview in person I had, you want to know how that went? The person that was working for the company already, they said, hey, your resume, out of a pool of like hundreds of people, got plucked for this like one region, and you and like 5 other people were the only people being interviewed for this highly rated position, and the person that's interviewing you guys is the best in the region. And I was like, yeah, sounds about right. I'm screwed. Okay, alright. Okay, fine. Guess we don't. Yeah, I know. That's what jobs are like now. No one's like just trying to hire you. And okay, you remember my story about Wendy's, right? Like, I feel like I need to make a YouTube video about Wendy's. You know what? That'll be what gets me canceled. I'll make a video about Wendy's, and Wendy's is gonna try to sponsor me, and I'm gonna be like, listen, there's no going back. Like, I can't. I want to be unemployed, yeah. Okay, there's been a lot of very important information coming out for the unemployed. Like, if you're gonna join the team, you gotta keep up with all the news, you know, all the drama. It's out there. It's out there for everybody. But yeah, no, I'm gonna throw the Wendy's story down if you don't know the Wendy's story, Swag. I feel like I told you already too, but it's been a while, so I have no idea. But yeah, so man, the Cinder meltdown. You actually want my opinion, like the small indie streamer opinion? I mean, I can give it to you. It's fine. How would I say? So, looking at everything, because I watched a lot of Tectone stuff, and I did get, like, you know, obviously how some of the other creators are feeling. So here's what I'll say. On an objective level, like an objective, I'm not involved with either party level, I am upset with Cinder in the sense that she had almost everything that all of us strive to, like, get. And she just kind of took it for granted and just kind of went on the power hungry moment, right? And this is the thing, power changes people. It's unfortunate how that is. So there's a part of me that's just objectively upset with how things went, right? But when you hear and you start listening to how people felt, almost like emotionally, oh my gosh, it's like super hard to find it in your heart to like forgive her choice, like to forgive the stupidity of it. Because like, the emotions and how people feel and listening to the people cry about it, and like even her friends, like her really close friends that she didn't betray, just sitting there like crying their eyes out on the fact that like she would even do something like this, like even to hurt other people, like crying on behalf of other people. Like it hits a different way, and you just like, it almost breaks my heart. Like some of these videos I had to click off because I'm like, I'm about to cry and I don't even know Cinder. Like this hurts a lot, and there's a lot of pain out there. And I mean, this is how everything is, right? You experience something yourself and you're like, wow, that kind of sucked. And then you have the third party that experiences it, and then they try to advise you, right? They're like, well, I can understand why you feel XYZ, but you should do it like this. And it's like, even from me, without having any personal experience or like relationship in it, it is just such a devastating thing to hear. Because even though I didn't know her, even though I didn't like have any relationship with her, I still want her to succeed. I see the people that are at the top, and I kind of like, I guess you can say idolize, but I would say I kind of respect them for being there. Like they've done something, they had good business practice, or they had talent that pushed them there. And I like to see people who have talent stay there. I don't like seeing celebrities like get arrested because they got like exposed, you know what I mean? I don't like seeing stuff like that. So that's how I felt objectively at first, and then after like the emotions start to hit, I'm like the emotional being, so I couldn't take it. I was like, no, this is insane. Now she might not be as evil as people say, but she definitely needs to actually apologize. Like there was no actual apology. You know what I mean? That was rough. That was rough. So everybody's got their own thoughts. You're a CEO in the VTuber entertainment industry. You need to know about all news. Yeah, greed is a powerful sin. And here's the thing. I agree with what most of her friends said, the ones that felt betrayed, like Lily and everybody, right? They are not wrong. Nobody's angry with Cinder for being business-minded. People are business-minded all the time. But there's a way you do business. And the way she was doing things is not business. Doing business is about elevating yourself with business partners, or detaching yourself from a business partner that isn't performing at the caliber that you are or at the speed that you are. It's not about pushing someone down. That's different. So her being like it's just business as she's actively pushing people down is like, she doesn't really know what that means. And blaming it all on her boyfriend is not going to teach her that either, Like, I can't... It's really hard to have a partner or, like, a relationship partner and then say, like, you're not like them, right? Because even if you're not like them, you date them. You're happy to date them. You're willingly in that. So, like... And I think we've all been in, like, a relationship or a friendship or even a connection. We all have that one friend or something where you got to know them and you guys click so hard, your personalities start to reflect each other. It happens all the time. Even when you hear people like talk about married couples, there's like social experiments where people are like, is this person dating this person? Or is this person someone's sibling? And it's because even on like a human anatomy level, there's some traits that you start borrowing from your partner that people start to see you, like physically see you in them as like, oh, they're probably siblings because of how your behavior changes. Your behavior starts to change your appearance. It's like the human brain is fascinating in the way it like, develops and like changes its information and like how it like reflects with the people that you're around. Now I wouldn't know anything about this. I'm from anime world, right? But I'm just saying like, humans are fascinating in that way. So you kind of can't avoid your partner having influence on you. But I think the thing that she's missing is that while you can argue that my partner has influenced me too much, you and your partner created the versions of yourselves that exist today. It was a group project, joint operation, right? You can't walk away from that and be like, actually, I didn't do any work on this group project. I was a victim. It's like, no, because if you were a victim, you would have broken up. That's kind of how that is, yeah. Yeah. That's exactly how that is. Exactly. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but you know, it's a lot. Honestly, it's a lot. Well, I guess the better question is like, you felt so like, what is your overall thought? Like, do you feel like everyone else should have given her like a little bit more of a chance after she, got exposed? But it's hard. It's hard. There's a lot out there. Even like the whole Shannon Sharp stuff. It's like, what now? People who are like of high status in society, regardless of where their niche is, need to just be careful and move a different way from everyone else. I think that the moment you're exposed as a backstabber or a cheater, you don't deserve it. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I strongly believe in change. I strongly believe that people can change. I strongly believe in like, that come to Jesus moment that people need to have. I think the more you fight against it, that's when it gets difficult to like stick with you. I feel blatant disgust towards cheaters. I see them as subhuman species. I see. I used to feel that way as somebody who's forgiven someone who's cheated, like against me or on me, right? I started to kind of like change my perspective, right? Because like so many people end up in these like situations for so many different reasons, right? Some are unpredictable, some aren't planned. The human nature aspect of things, we're just such a fickle species. Like, but what I will say is I think there's a clear difference between accidental behavior and like intentional. And Cinder's behavior is obviously intentional, right? That's the issue of the hour. And yeah, that's just something she's got to live with. She wants to continue any of this. We've become such a smart species. We invent new problems for ourselves. It's true. It's true. Like AI, we did that. We did that. You're glad you didn't buy any of her merch? Oh my gosh. Okay. I feel bad for people who buy merchandise and then the person that they buy merchandise for doesn't like they get caught into some stuff. They get caught into some stuff. You know what I did? You know what I did? Years ago, I brought a Mr. Beast shirt. And then all this stuff happened the other year about Mr. Beast, and I was like, okay, moment of silence. You'll still buy Kanye merch? Alright, hold on a goddamn second here. You can't say you want Kanye merch, but then you won't buy Cinder merch. We're like, there's a level to this, alright? There's a level to this. You can't do that. You can't do that. You have to hard commit to both or none. Unbelievable. Imagine. Oh my gosh. Listen. I don't know what's wrong with that guy, okay? We are not talking about Kanye. We are not talking about Kanye. I want him to succeed, but he's gone too deep down the rabbit hole. So, much like the no, none of that. Don't even type that. We're not doing it. He's gonna have to figure himself out. Okay, you want to talk about like mental health and like people understanding that they need help? I think he's in a. Oh my gosh, it was bad. It was bad. He needs to. How can I say it? He's one of these. He's in a very unfortunate situation where he's having mental health issues, and he has so much money that he can keep paying people to leave him alone. And that's so sad because money is just too powerful. Like, the fact that you can buy your way out of getting help is really sad. No. People who say that, I'm like, you guys are so cooked. It's sad. It's really sad. It's like money can just offset everything, and it's awful. If I was rich right now, I'd buy my way out of everything. No, I know, and that's the problem. It's because he does that nobody can hold him accountable and like get him help to do better. Cause think about it, like you're the guy that like can actually help Kanye, and instead of you going out there to like, hey, I can help you, you should just pay me my salary so that I can help you. He'd rather pay you to like go away. Used to be like him. Well, I'm happier not anymore. I mean, a lot of people. It kind of gets into the argument of, do you separate the artist from their work? It's a debate as old as time, right? It's like, if I enjoy somebody's work, if I enjoy someone's music or like the drawings that they did, I don't have to agree with any of the views or anything that they have. But then you get into problematic things where it's like, obviously the artist took inspiration from problematic stuff, and that's kind of what helped them create their art. But then it gets into like, what do you take away from art, right? Because here's a good example. So you know the guy that made like Evangelion, right? He had all that symbolism that people like break down and talk about, and like they break this anime down so much about like, look at the symbolism here, look at the symbolism there, and then you listen to the creator talk, and he's like, oh, I just had like the crosses and stuff, all that symbolism. I was doing that stuff because I thought it was cool, not because it was important or relevant to anything. And you run into stuff like that where it's like, did the artist do this intentionally as like a happy accident? Did he do this because he wanted a certain message to be out there for symbolism purpose? Or did he just do it because he thought it was cool? You know, like sometimes it's not that deep. But we always make things that deep. Oh, the Australian painter guy made nice paintings. He just wasn't a nice person. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I get that. And I have mixed feelings about some things now. Like, I'm sure y'all have kept up with Gideon. I really like Gideon's content, and then it kind of divulged into like he's just messing with people, and then he's in a weird space now where like he's still messing with people, but he's trolling. I guess you could say, if there is ever the right people to troll, he's trolling bad people now. But it doesn't feel like he's changed all that much because he's still trolling people. You know, like it's not, obviously he does a lot of good now too, to like go with it. But it always comes back to me, and I'm like, is this now okay? Despite like, you know, the trolling and things like that are still occurring. And that's the part of it that I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All prank YouTubers and streamers are middle schoolers at heart and soul. Yeah, maybe, but like, I would never put him in the same category as like the Johnny Somali dude, you know? Like, that's rough. That situation is rough. So, I don't know. I know there are some of them that really need to get their act together, and I really don't like the idea of people going to other countries and just like causing problems. I think that's no good. But yeah, it's real. It's real like that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It would be sad. It would be sad. I wouldn't want anybody. I wouldn't want anybody to say those things about me either. I don't blame you. Because they're no good. They're no fun. Nobody wants to be compared to like nuisance streamers, I guess they're called now. Not at all. Not at all. So crying? Yep. That's an accurate that's an accurate position to have. Yes. Oh man. Oh man. I'm trying to remember. There's something that's been like in the back of my mind this whole time that I'm like, oh, I have to tell Swag this because he hadn't heard it. Oh, right. Okay. I remember now when I actually took time to think about it. So, there is a new YouTube video that I made, and it is a VR chat video. Because now I'm doing things where people like tell me stories, right? So it's very fun, I would say anyway. And I want you to watch that. You can comment when you got bored. And I want people to do that because it'll help me make videos better. So that's kind of like my thing right now. Like, I've already recorded like three or four of them. So I'm just waiting now, you know. But yeah. Give that video a watch. Let's see. There we go, there we go. Sorry, I had to quickly respond to someone. But, yeah. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. Oh my goodness. But that video, the last one I did, is probably like... So, I own the new YouTube channel anyway. It's like the best performing video I have right now. Which, even though, like, the numbers aren't super high, I'm quite proud of it. I didn't do that much editing either. And honestly, as much as I want to stream, like, myself editing something, I'm like, I don't have that much to show for it. Like, my editing skills are not, like, super insane, you know? Like, I cut a clip here to, you know, slap some audio there, slap some audio here, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? I think this makes a lot of sense, and we're gonna go with that, you know? That's kind of where I'm at with that. But I can understand, like, if somebody wanted to watch it. I was also messing around with Unity. I've got a lot better with Unity, though. But it's still, like, the learning curve for Unity is still so high. I still have a lot of people, like, come help me out. So, you know, and if you want to help me with Unity, that's okay. I'll take all the help I can get. Every last drop of it. Everything. All of it. But yeah, it's so funny. So let me talk about this interview, because I went on the tangent where you asked me that question. But, so, this interview was great. The last one I did, well, all of them have been really fun. But I guess there's something I can take away from each interview, right? So, like, the first interview, one of my favorite questions to ask somebody interviewing me now is, you know, how does this company or how does this place enable you to find your goals and your visions? And, like, do you feel like you can grow here? Or, like, do you like your CEO? And when you see people's face light up, okay, this is gonna sound dumb, but that actually scared me. It's been so long since anyone's used them. I'm sorry, I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I see where you put them, by the way. I'm not gonna say anything, but I saw that. You know I saw it. That's all you need to know. But yeah, yeah, I can see that, You ain't do nothing. I mean, I know about you. I heard about you, too. But yeah, okay, sure. So, people in their, like, when their face lights up, when you ask them that question, and they actually, like, love their CEO and care about, like, what the company's preaching or something, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's a great sign. That's always impressive to me. Every single time. Every single time I see it. So, I'm like, yeah, that's always a great sign, because, you know, you want to be at a place where people actually believe in, like, what they do. So, I was happy to see that. But the second interview is where things really hit home, right? Because the person, they were complimenting me and stuff, but they're like, I usually don't do this, but, like, you know, I think you're really good for this kind of job. And I was like, wow, you know, why are you being so nice? At first I thought maybe they were trying to, like, butter me up, but then they were like, the point of interviews is for me to, like, be impressed by you, but, like, honestly, it's been more of a conversation, and I can tell, like, you're a deep thinker and stuff, so, like, it's pretty vibes, like, and I was like, wow, thank you, you know, I just didn't know what to say other than thank you. It made me a little nervous, yeah, but it was fine. Oh god. You're gonna get a water balloon? Why are you getting a water balloon? Don't get that, don't get that. Let's see. I need to, like, block this person. Why do they come here? Oh, never mind. That's why they come here. I'm always thinking to myself, like, leave me alone. And then I'm like, oh, right. They did that because, yeah. They see my numbers. Why would you hit me in the face with a water balloon? I can't believe you. Look at you. Have you no shame? And you're smiling even. Oh man, okay, let's see. I need to message. You lost your shame a long time ago? Is that true? Is that how you feel? Well, you are going on the villain arc, so. Well, I don't know. Villains can have shame, right? Right? Man, he was shameless, some of them. I mean, exactly. That's my point. Some of them can have shame. You can be a villain with shame. And you don't have to hit me in the face either, you know? So, as this person was complimenting me, they were just kind of like saying like, "Hey, you know, I think it's good for you." He asked me like what my internet was, because remember it's remote, right? He's like, "How good is your internet?" And I'm like, "Listen, that internet, I didn't say I streamed, but he kind of like figured it out." And I was like, "Oh crap, how does he know? How does he know?" But he knew, and I was like, "Yeah, I have like it's a pretty strong internet." He's like, "Oh, you edit and stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah," because I started talking about like learning programs, because he's like, "You know, to do this job, you got to learn this and that and this and that." And one thing that was really funny is he was saying, he brought this up about Excel. He's like, every time I tell people that they need to know how to do Excel for this job, everybody tells me they're a master at Excel, and he knows everybody's lying when they say that. You know, overselling it, because Excel does a lot of stuff, guys. Like, this isn't like PowerPoint or Word. Excel is on a different level. Okay, there's a lot in there. And then I told him like, listen, I will do my best to learn Excel. um, but you know, with my experience that I've had with it, I am not a professional by like any stretch of the imagination. But I will learn. He's like, wow, that's the most honest answer I've ever heard. Um, yeah, like we'll teach you. And I'm like, okay, you know what? That made a good impression. And he's like, most of the time people say they're like a boss at it. So Excel is the one. So you know how you have Word. Word is just it brings you up that blank sheet of paper, and the PowerPoint brings you up the presentation slides, right? Excel is the one with all the little boxes in it, and it's meant to like organize information. Excel can do calculations for you, graphs, spreadsheets, the whole nine. It can do almost anything, but it's meant to like organize info from what I can see, like data collection, data entry. It's meant to do that kind of thing. And yeah, there's so much in it. If you know how to use it, you can like skip like 80% of the work you're trying to do. I swear. I swear. You can like make it automated with how good Excel is. So people being like, yeah, I do Excel in my sleep and going into job interviews, I'm like, that's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. I would never say something like that. I just told them like, hey, I do editing programs. I'm learning Unity. I've touched the Blender too. You know, I can learn programs with enough time, but I'm not about to walk into this job and be like, yeah, I'm a boss at this. Don't test me. So that was good. And then they recommended me a book. And I'm gonna recommend the same book to you, and we can read it together, you know? Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty good at Excel. It's my favorite thing to do in my free time. Yeah, that's the energy people walk in these interviews with. It's my favorite thing to do in my free time. I'm just hacking away at Excel docs. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. But yeah, so I what did I say? What did I say? Yeah, so I was like, okay, I can learn stuff, and going through like all the different programs, like don't get me wrong, like I definitely like bang my head against the wall with some of these. Like Unity makes me so upset. Y'all have no idea. Like I've crashed Unity like 3 times and started over like 4 times, and now I'm on my like 5th run of Unity, and I'm like, okay, things are like semi going well, right? Like every once in a while I'll get a friend to like sit me down and like teach me something, and they're like, listen, like you need to understand this, you need to do it this way. I'm like, okay, I'm soaking the knowledge, but I have to ask you 3 more times so that my brain confirms it, you know? It's kind of like an let's say I used to play like Genshin or like even any gacha game, right? You have to cook the meal 3 times so that you learn the recipe like permanently. That's kind of how my brain is. Like I gotta cook it a couple times, and then after that, prestige. I'll never mess it up again. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's kind of the mood. That's kind of the mood. The only thing I've been struggling with, I would say, like editing wise for things, is like audio. I don't understand audio at all. I'm like, I know you develop an ear for it like over time, but I'm also afraid to develop an ear for it too, because like, if I do that, right, does my brain just start recognizing certain songs as trash, like even the ones that I liked? Like that would be so sad. I don't know if I want to do that to myself. But I get it, you know, like it's a skill to have, especially for someone making videos. I don't want to laze out on it, but I would say for like my last video, I could tell by like the metrics and stuff, like it was too loud, but I didn't know what to do at first to like make it not blow off ears. So I looked up like a tutorial to like I hope avoid doing that, and then I listened to it again on YouTube and I'm like, okay, it didn't sound that bad. You'll be doing something for a bit? That's fine. It's fun to see you, Swag. If I'm still here yapping away, you know, feel free to come back, obviously. But who knows? I might be doing something soon, because like I said, I didn't expect the random 3-hour nap. And then that's when I was like, you know what? I'm going to go talk to the people, and that's fine. But yeah. It happens, it happens. But yeah, so all the different programs that like I've had time to touch and I spend like my free time messing around with, I can definitely like show them off to you guys once I like start actually performing with it. But I think for right now, it'd probably just be better for me to like, we can learn things together. Like I can pull up something and be like, hey, let's study this together. So here's an idea, right? Duolingo. At some point, we gotta have a Duolingo stream. There is so many things from that app that actively help me keep up with my Japanese. Like to the point now where if we did a Japanese only stream where I talked like in Japanese for a little bit, I feel like I could do it. I feel like I could confidently do it. It'll be basic level Japanese, sure, but I feel like I can do it, you know? Like it's warmed me up enough that I would go for it. I would honestly go for it. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I can live with that. I can live with that. I can do that. I have no issue with that. So yeah, I'm like, we gotta do Duolingo stuff. There's a lot of stuff we gotta do. I gotta get back to Xenoblade as well. Like, I did think I was gonna stream all of Xenoblade, and then I was like, okay, I'm sure y'all want a little bit something different, but I learned that I need to go beat 3. I need to go beat 3 because the second part that they added for X apparently goes over that stuff. And like there's a connect there, and I'm like, I knew there was gonna be a connect. I knew it. I didn't beat 3 in time, but I knew it. I don't know why. I don't know why. Xenoblade games are just so long. But I love that about a game though. It's like I love having a $60 like game that lasts me like 400 hours. I do. And I know that's basically going to be non-existent now because all games are about to be like $90. But can you be mad at me? Can you be mad at me for appreciating something like that? Like, I don't hate it, but I definitely don't love it either, you know? I feel like most games find that sweet spot, and I'm like, Xenoblade is just... It's just such an experience. It can't have the sweet spot of like, hey, this game is basically over now. Like, it can't do it. It can't achieve it. There's too much to get into. There's just so much there. And I'm like, I love it. I absolutely love it. So, that's how I feel personally, but, you know. It is what it is, am I right? But okay, so let's see. It is Mother's Day. I hope you guys are like having fun stuff with moms and everything. Or like if you have any fun plans, you know. I'm trying to think like what so I got my mom this nice like bracelet. I think it's really cute. And hopefully she likes She's out right now though, so that's why I'm able to stream for you guys. But I'll probably be ending pretty soon anyway, because like I do eventually need to you know, prepare that for her. But yeah, there's just so much to it. And I'm like, even though I basically missed my like window, you know what happened last time? So y'all know I run the venue on Final Fantasy, and I was so upset because last time I remember we were playing Elden Ring. I got caught up because Elden Ring bosses exist the way they do, and I lie to you not, because of that, I did not take my nap and I passed out in the middle of the venue, and I'm like, I need energy. I just need to borrow energy from all of you. Every last one of you need to just share it with me. Give me what you got so I can take it. So I can take it and I can fly to the top. That's what I want. That's what I need. Desperately need. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it, but you know, I'm trying. I am trying. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. But I wanted to ask you guys, and you can, you know, say it in the Discord, or you can subscribe and say it on a YouTube comment or something like that. I want to have an idea of what I should do for like basically any stream that I'm gonna do after I do hit 100 followers. Like, what should be the big thing? Should I like go out of my way to be like, oh well, I should just do a drawing again? That drawing took me a little bit last time, but I was anticipating it more so I didn't feel too bad. I didn't make y'all wait too long. But maybe I should do something else. Maybe it should be like a party game or a party stream, or I should bring someone on. What if I had a collab for the first time in ever? How do you feel about that? Wouldn't that be fun? I know. It's like never happened. One day I will have an official collab. I have people in mind. So like my potential, right, collab partners would be like Panda Perfect or Elder Star right now, I think. Because both of them, I seem to have like a pretty good relationship with both of them, I feel. Now, if they watch the stream or the VOD or something, they're like, oh, I can't stand Ranma. Listen, I tried, okay? I was clearly wrong. But no, I want to assume that we're good and we're all Gucci and all sorts of stuff like that. So, I think we would be, like, I think they'd be down. That's how I feel. I think they would be down. And if they're down, yeah. I think the hardest part would be, like, okay, me and Elder both are 2D VTubers, right? So us doing a stream is pretty simple. We just get on, like, VTube Studio for the most part, I feel. And Panda would be a little bit harder, because Panda still streams her 3D model. But even if I just did, like, VR chat with Panda, and then she could put her model in VR chat, I'd be down for that. That would work really nicely, I think. So, they're all ideas. They're all things I have in mind. I'm pending thoughts on, right? But it is what it is, you know? So those are like my potentials, as we call them. I think they would be fun. I don't know if I'd be able to keep up with the energy of Panda though. She's so like engaged, like she gets so in there. And Elder's very giggly, so I know you guys would love Elder. I mean, I stream Elder all the time, so like the likelihood is y'all already know her pretty well. But that's kind of where that's at, you know. So that's what I would say. That's what I would say. But okay, I will probably go ahead and get out of here and get back to editing some stuff. I'm thinking about dropping the. So I have an option, and you can tell me on the Discord depending on like which one you prefer. Do you guys think I should drop the VR chat video? Another one, basically, another one of those story times, right? Should I drop that next, or should I do a smaller video that I wanted to do on Anata, that game, if you ever heard of it? It's basically anime GTA 6, right? Those are the two like videos that are pending right now. One of them is a little more edited than the other. But yeah, it's okay. You can definitely share your opinion on which one of those I should do next. But okay, I will get going because obviously if I'm having sudden 3 hour, 2 hour naps out of nowhere, clearly I need sleep. But next week we'll get back to playing a game, and it'll be fun. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in today. I have so much more to talk about, but I feel like the stuff I want to get into should be saved for next time. And you know what? Obviously, any suggestions, you can put them in the suggestion channel if you want to do it that way. But it's probably easier to just like comment on whatever you were looking at, you know? But alright, let's see. Who do we want to raid? Who do we want to raid? So we have a couple people out there. We have Maybe, we have Alyssa. Yep. Do we do Elder again? I feel like all I do is spam Elder with all of you. You guys would be fine, right? She plays FF. It just makes sense. I should be playing FF as much as she plays FF. But I just don't, okay? But eventually, especially if things go well, I will be. And that'll be the fun part. We'll be doing all the fun things like that. And it'll be great, and it'll be fantastic, and you'll enjoy yourself, and I'll be streaming more. All that. But alright, let me actually hit the buttons, because like, I'm still not even hitting buttons. But it's okay. You get it. It's fine. Following. Elder Star. Boom. Alright, anyway. Bye-bye. Appreciate y'all.
Like this, put your hands up, love the moment even from dusk, yo. You always got my back, and of course I got your back, don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night, it's gonna be a good day, good night. Nothing comes between us, dancing like ballerinas under the moonlight all night long. How these plain and simple scenes get painted so vividly by you. I just wanna stay with you. The world is rolling dance whenever our eyes meet. You know you leave me in a trance. It means everything to me looking down below. Things that used to bother me, cause your existence just lights me up, yeah. You always got my back, and of course